Yeah, like you said, it's a huge occasion. Always has been, always will be. I think Stephen's Day in Thomond Park is special. You always know Leinster are coming down the road to try and get a scalp in Thomond Park. So it's a huge occasion for us, and we're looking forward to it, obviously. And like you said, it's a big one for us to try and get a win. There's loads. There's probably a good bit before that last quarter as well. It's just not on that last quarter, to be honest. Played some really, really good rugby. The first 40 minutes was unbelievable. Probably the best we've attacked all season, really. Obviously, the Glasgow game was pretty good attack-wise, but I think what we implemented during the week last week and then to build it onto the pitch, everything that we talked about was first class. We obviously left a few opportunities out there, but I think in the first half we were fairly clinical, and then you saw in the second half when we got the try, it probably came from the kicking game, two against each other, and then we took our opportunity and went the length of the field. So it was probably about staying in those battles, to be honest. Obviously, there's two absolute freak tries, especially the Calvin one. That the ball bounces a few times. Like, that's probably never ever going to happen again. Like, that's a freak try. So there's stuff that we have control of. Definitely our kicking game and how we manage the game in that second half against the wind, fairly strong wind in fairness in Sandy Park, and probably about picking up those scraps in those kicking battles that the ball isn't going the full length that Exeter are trying to achieve, and it's going into the half field, and they're trying to gather those balls. I think they're big moments that you don't think of in the grand scheme of the game, but they are big moments and they can swing momentum, and Exeter took full advantage of the momentum that they had. Well, I think there's major belief in the group now in what we're doing, and obviously we've shown in that game that we can beat Leinster. We have the bottle to beat Leinster. They're always tight games against them. I mean, they're a world-class side. They've got world-class players. So you've kind of got to just back yourself and play your game, put your stamp on it, and keep going till the 80th, 82nd minute, because that's what it takes to beat Leinster. I think you can never just have a good half against them. You have to go 80 minutes because they're, like I said, they're a world-class team, and you've got to put your stamp on it.
No, but that's the game. The controllables, the bounce of a ball, our kick chase, our controllables in the last quarter. What we're doing, kicking into quite a swirling wind in Exeter in that last quarter of the game. They're all things we'll keep working on. But as I keep saying, I'm in charge of what we can control, making sure we cover that in training. I want us to go out and play with ambition. And I thought we did that at the weekend. We had a plan against Exeter about how we wanted to attack them, and it worked. We probably left a couple of tries out there in the first half as well, and we stuck to that plan. But no, there's elements to our composure and what we were doing that last quarter, which we'll be better for. I'm confident of that. Threats. They've got threats everywhere. They've got a power game threat, like a maul. Giving them access to our try line will be a challenge. Not to do that, because they've got a good maul and they've got hookers who like breaking out of mauls, kicking a bit more than they have been. They've increased their line speed, but they've got some incredible ball carriers across the whole team, and they'll challenge you in most areas. They've got threats everywhere. Power game, attacking the seams, their phase attack, and lots of nice little shapes inside of 10 and outside of 10. And they play quick as well. That's pretty much it. And that'd be huge for us. We have momentum. Even with the defeat from the weekend, we still got momentum. We're still doing... I'd be worried if we weren't creating chances and weren't scoring tries and weren't doing some good stuff. But we have momentum. But no, it would be a great scout for us to take them on Stephen's Day at Thomond. I'm not going to lie. I think you'll see Tom in the 6th role more. There's certainly, the day I asked him to do it, there's like a light went on in his eyes, and he's enjoying it out there, isn't he? He's not been perfect. I mean, he has to realise both sides of the ball. There's some work to be done on the edge of the field. Gav will play anywhere. He's like an engine. You put him anywhere to get some work done. You get the same output from Gav. We've moved him up to the 2nd row from back row quite a few times, and he's important to us. He does a lot of work for us, so I'm very comfortable putting Gav in the row.